Does it matter losing your legs? For people will always be kind, and you need not show that you mind when others come in after hunting to gobble their muffins and eggs. Does it matter losing your sight? There's such splendid work for the blind, and people will always be kind as you sit on the terrace remembering and turning your face to the light. Do they matter, those dreams in the pit? You can drink and forget and be glad, and people won't say that you're mad, for they know that you have fought for your country, and no one will worry a bit.
What's the poem about? What goes on the first stanzas? The poem is about if it's worth it to go to war, and the first stanza it's about him losing his legs, but it tells us that it's okay for you to use your legs because people will be kind anyway. In the second stanza, he loses his sight, but it's okay to lose your sight because there's so splendid work for the people. And the people will be kind anyway. And in the third stanza, it's about nightmares from the war, and he can, in a way, drink and be glad, and people will know that you fought for your country. But the third stanza tells the truth, because no one will care about you going to war where you lost your legs and sight.
Okay. Then we have to comment on the poet's use of language, choice, imagery. The poet starts with a question, and the second line answers the question by using positive words like kind, splendid, and glad. There's imagery in the end of all stanzas. For example, when others come in after hunting to gobble their muffins and eggs. They create this imagery in the soldier's head of how cozy and wonderful your life can be, even though you don't have any legs. Then we have to answer the question what is the structure and tone of the poem. The structure is very organized. All the stanzas starts with a new question about something important he lost in his life, or important he lost in the war. Afterwards, let's talk about the positive side of the fact that he lost something, even though it is a really big thing, that he, for example, lost his legs. And what is the theme of the poem? The theme and the message of the poem is that yes, you lost all these things in the end, but is it worth it? The poem answers the question itself in the end by saying, and no one will worry a bit. That no one will care about you losing your sight and the fact that you have nightmares. And do you really think of all this is worth it in the fight for your country? Of course not. Your country doesn't even know that you exist. If we could compare the poem to the other two poems we have read in class, The Soldier is more about love for your country, and Dulce Decorum Est is about dying for your country and describes the war in a very realistic way, and Doesn't Matter tells us more about the life and consequences after the country. After the war. And does the poem make an impression? It makes an impression on us because we like the way that there's so much sarcasm in the poem that it is. I mean, it's not okay that you lost your legs and your sight. You can't. I mean, you're lost all these things for your country, and your country doesn't even know that you exist. So we don't think it's worth it. So that's the impression that we got.